So this graphical method, it is assumed that there is no saddle point. If you not get the saddle point, 5 and minus 4. So first point is minus 5 and 8, it is B1. And the next point is 5 and minus 4. For selecting the maximum point, you will get two lines, that is two intersected lines, that is called as, so if you are considering this 0, next point is 3 by 4 and the next point is 1 by 2 and the next point is 3 by P1 and P2. So what is the formula? In my previous session I have discussed about the formula also. Hello my dear students, welcome back. I am Shweta, Computer Science Faculty, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU. In my previous session, I have discussed about graphical method in game theory. So today I will explain some other problems on 2x games. So already I have discussed in my previous session. So today again I am explaining some other different problems on 2x games. So if you not get the saddle point, we can solve this by graphical method. What is the role of graphical method? To solve the matrix of game theory, graphical method is the easiest compared to other methods such as dominance and matrix method. So this graphical method, it is assumed that there is no saddle point. If you not get the saddle point, but till now graphical method is restricted to 2x and m×2 matrix only. So it reduces the complex steps. Clear? So we are applying this graphical method for 2x games. So this is an example for 2x games. So what is this 2x games? Here you just observe this number of rows. We have 2 rows and we have 5 columns. Clear? So 2 rows and 5 columns. In 2x games, number of rows should be 2 and columns should be n number of columns. Clear? So this is called as 2x games. And here we have 2x games. So first we'll find the row minima and col max. Row minimum, find out the row minimum. Here in first row, the least value is minus 1, right? We have 0 and minus 1. So minus 1 is the least value. And in second row, the least value is, it is minus 2. And now we can find the column maximum. So now I will find out the column maximum value. Column max. In column, the highest value is 3. In this column, highest value is 5. So third column, highest value is 6, highest value is 2, highest value is 7. So now easily you can find out the minimax and maximum value. In row min, maximum value is minus 1. So this is maximum value. And here the minimax value is 2. So minimax is 2 and maximum is minus 1. Is this equal? 2 is not equal to minus 1. So it has no saddle point. No saddle point. Clear? So here we don't have any saddle point. So what is the next step? So next step is by graphical method we can simplify this problem. Clear? So here we have 2 rows and 2 columns. The 2 rows I will mention as P1 and P2. This is A1 and A2. And the second one is column. Column is B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5. We have 5 number of columns that I will mention as Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 and Q5. So now in the next step, I will draw a graph. Clear? So by using these points, 3, minus 1, 0, 5, 6, minus 2 and minus 1, 2, 7, minus 1. By using this column points, I can draw a graph. So next step, by using the graph sheets also you can draw. So now I will draw a 2 vertical lines. So first step is draw a two vertical lines. So here the minimum value is -2 and next is -1. So you will get -2 and -1 also. Here also -2 and -1. And the next least value is 0. Next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Highest value is 7. And again here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So now this axis is A1 and this axis is A2. So this is P1 is equal to 1, P2 is equal to 0. So if you are considering this 0, next point is 3/4 and the next point is 1/2 and the next point is 3/. If you are considering this 0, so next point is 1/4 and the next point is 1/2. This point is 1/4, this point is 1/2 and this is 3/4. So now you can draw a lines. So first point is B1 points are 3 and -1. So +3 and -1. So this is -1. So +3 -1. You just join these lines. Join this 3 and -1. This is -1 and 3. So this point is B1 and the second point is 0 and 5, that is B2. So point 0, join this 0 and 5 and the next point is 6 and -2, that is B3. So this line is B2 line and the next line is 6 and -2. So this is -2, this is 6. Join this 6 and -2. And the next one B4, that is -1 and 2. So -1, this is B3 and B4 is -1. This point is -1 and 2. So -1 and 2. This line, join these two lines now, -1 and 2. And this is called as B4. And the last one, 7 and -1. So this is -1 and again 7 is this point. Join this 7 and -1 point. 7 to -1. So now I have joined all the points. This line is B5, this is B3, B1, B2 and B4. So now select the highest point on lower bound. Highest point on lower bound because it is 2 cross n games. 2 cross n games means you have to select the highest point on lower bound. So this is lower bound. This area is a lower bound and select the highest point. That means the maximum point on lower bound. So this point is joined here and this point also intersected point, right? So here the maximum point is, this is a maximum point. So it is called as M. M is a maximum point. This intersected point is a maximum point. So M is called as maximum point. You just select the lower bound and maximum point. So lower bound is, this area is the lower bound and maximum point is this one. So we got two intersected point, but you have to select the maximum point. So this is the maximum point. So now this maximum point comes under which line? It is B3 line and B4 line, and so this maximum point comes under which line? This line. This line is B1 line and this line is B4. So this maximum point, this line, that is B4 and the maximum point comes under this line. So B1 and B4 is selected. So here, for selecting the maximum point, you will get two lines. That is, two intersected lines. That is called as selected lines. So selected lines are B1 and B4 and the remaining lines are rejected. So here I have selected two lines, that is B1 and B4, because the maximum point comes under B4 and B1 line, right? So I will select B1 and B4 are the selected lines and remainings are rejected. So now I can easily find out the optimal solution, right? So now B1 and B4 are selected, remainings are rejected. So I'll write player A1 and A2. So B1 is selected and B4 is selected. Just write the points 3, -1 and -1 and 2. So now again you can use the previous method called row minima and column maximum. Clear? So here minimum value is -1, minimum value is -1. Highest value is 3, maximum value, and the maximum value is 2. So now here we have -1 and -1. So you can choose any -1 as a maximin value. It is maximin value. And here minimum value is 2. Minimax is 2. So is this equal? No, it is not equal. -1 is not equal to 2. So it has no saddle point. It has no saddle point. So what is the next step? So you can use the matrix form. So for P1, P2, and I will use Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So here I have B1 and B4. So A, B, C, D. So use the formula for finding P1 and P2. So what is the formula? In my previous session I have discussed about the formula also. So now, so D minus C by A plus D minus B plus C. Substitute the values. So D means it is 2, 2 minus of -1. C means -1. So 2 minus of -1 by divided by A plus D. So A value is 3, A plus D minus B plus C. B value is -1 and -1. Now 2 minus of -1 is +1. 3 plus 2 is 5 minus -2. 3 by 5 plus 2, it is 3 by 7. So P1 is equal to 3 by 7. And what is P2? P2 is equal to 1 minus P1. It is 1 minus 3 by 7. 7 minus 3 by 7. It is 4 by 7. Therefore, P1 is 3 by 7 and P2 is 4 by 7. So now I can find out Q1. So what is the formula for finding Q1? Here I have Q1 column. So I will find the Q1 values. So what is the formula for finding the Q1? So D minus B, A plus D minus B plus C. So D minus B. D value is 2 minus B value is -1. And A value is 3 plus D value is 2. Minus B value is -1 minus C value is -1. 2 plus 1 by 5 minus of -2. 3 by 7. So Q1 is equal to 3 by 7. And what is Q2? 1 minus Q1. It is 1 minus 3 by 7. It is 4 by 7. So now Q1 is 3 by 7 and it is not Q2, it is Q4 because we don't have Q2 column, we have Q4 column. Q4 is 4 by 7. So here you can cross verify this. Both the values are same, P1 and Q1, P2 and Q2. So now you can find the value of the game. So this is the optimal strategy for player A and the optimal strategy for player B. So now what is the value of the game? Value of the game is equal to, what is the formula? AD minus BC by A plus D minus B plus C. So now AD value, so AD minus BC, 3 into 2 minus 1 into minus 1 by 3 plus 2 minus 1 minus 1. So you'll get 6 minus 1 . You will get 6 minus 1 by 5 minus 1. It is 5 by 4. And 3 into 2, 6 minus into minus plus 1 into 1, 1. Divided by 3 plus 2 is 5 minus 1 is minus 2. So minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. 5 by 7. So value of the game is equal to 5 by 7. If you get positive value, it is gain to player A and loss to player B. So this is your graphical method for 2 cross n games. And the next problem, solve the following game problem graphically. Here also we have 2 rows and 5 columns. So what is the first step? So first step is row minima and col max. In first row, the least value is minus 5. In second row, the least value is minus 5. And col max, column maximum value is 8, 5, 0, 6 and 8. So here we have minus 5 and minus 5. So maximum value, you can choose any one maximum value. Maximum is minus 5 and the minimax is 0. Is this equal? So minus 5 is not equal to 0. It has no saddle point. It has no saddle point because it is not equal. It has no saddle point. So what is the next step? So here you can draw a graph. Now I will draw a graph. So first step is draw 2 vertical lines. So this point P1 is equal to 1 and P2 is equal to 0. This is 0 and 1 by 4, 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. So this is A1 axis and this is A2 axis. So here the maximum value is 8 and the minimum value is minus 5, right? So I will start from minus 5, minus 4 and minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. It is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So here minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2 and it is minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So now I will join the lines. So here B1 is minus 5 and 8. So this is minus 5 and 8. Join this minus 5 and 8. Join this minus 5 and 8. I will join this minus 5 and 8. I have joined. So next is 5 and minus 4. So first point is minus 5 and 8. It is B1. And the next point is 5 and minus 4. So 5 and minus 4. This is minus 4 and this point is 5. Join this 5 and minus 4. And next is 0 and 1. This 5 and minus 4 is B2. And next is 0 and minus 1. So this is minus 1 and this is 0. So it is 0 and minus 1. And the next point, this point is B3 line. And the next one is minus 1 and 6. This is minus 1 and 6. This is 6. Join this minus 1 and 6. And this line is B4. And the last one is 8 and minus 5. This is 8 and this is minus 5. I have joined everything. So now you have to choose the lower bound and highest point, the maximum point and lower bound. So this is called as lower boundary. So this is lower boundary, but the maximum point is, this intersected point is a maximum point. Clear? So this is the maximum point. This maximum point comes under which line? It is B1 and B1 and it is B3. B1 and B3. Any other lines joined here? No. The maximum point M comes under B1 and B3. Clear? So here we got two intersection point, but this is a maximum point for lower boundary. So here the maximum point comes under B3 line and B1 line. So I have selected B1 and B3 line and the remaining are rejected. So B1 and B3. Selected this B1 and B3, remainings are rejected. So now I can find the optimal solution for player A and player B. It is B1 and B3. So B1 is minus 5, 8. B3 is 0 and minus 1. So again, now find the row minima and call max. The minimum value is minus 5, minus 1. Maximum value is 8 and 0. So here you can choose the maximum value. So maximum value is minus 1. Maximum. And the minimum value is 0. Is this equal? No, it's not equal. So 0 is not equal to minus 1. So it has no saddle point. It has no saddle point. Clear? It has no saddle point means you can find out with. So you have to use the mixed strategy method. So now you can use P1, P2 and here Q1 and Q3. Remainings are rejected. So A, B, C, D. By matrix representation you can find the P1 and P2. What is the formula? B minus C. What is the formula for finding P1? D minus C, A plus D minus B plus C. So P1 value is, D value is minus 1 minus C value is 8 by A value is minus 5 and B plus C. B value is 0, C value is 8. So now minus 1 minus 8 is minus 9 and minus 5 plus minus 1. It is minus 6 minus 8. Minus 9 by minus 14. So minus minus get cancelled. It is 9 by 14. P1 is equal to 9 by 14. If P1 is equal to 9 by 14, what is P2? 1 minus P1. So 1 minus 9 by 14. Take LCM. LCM is 14. So 14 minus 9 by 14. It is 5 by 14. Clear? It is 9 by 14 and 5 by 14. So optimal strategy for player A is 9 by 14 and 5 by 14. Now you have to find the optimal strategy for player B, and also find out the value of the game. This is your graphical method for 2 cross n games. So I have explained. In my next session, I will discuss about m cross 2 n games by graphical method. Thank you.